He looked at me and he said, "You should go to nightclub, enjoy, dance." I said, "Really?" There is a lot of troubles actually on the pitch and off the pitch surrounding some players. If we come easily during competition, we know we're in danger.
Some reports of Kylian Mbappe's unrest at Paris Saint-Germain. What does this say about his character as France's best player, and do you think it might have an effect on the national team?
Kylian is coming into football like a rocket, you know, like an asteroid, you know. He's an alien. Sometimes I have the feeling he's not a human being, because he does things on the pitch that for his age no one's have done before him. And we're talking about some of the greatest players in the world, you know, through generations. And I know that he has great ambitions. He wants to mark his presence in football, but he wants to make history as well. So sometimes his communication is not well understood by people around. I know that since he signed a new contract, he has shown he was nervous. And yesterday as well, before the game, I don't know if it's true or not, but he came straight, this information, or is it really an information? I have no idea. But that came a couple of hours before an important game at home against Benfica. So you can ask yourself the question, who is behind this? Who wants Kylian Mbappé to be unhappy in Paris Saint-Germain? We don't know what the discussion between him and his president when he signed a new contract. I don't know if he got promises about players or things like this. I have no idea. The fact is, he needs to concentrate again on his game. He needs to regain, you know, his freshness, you know, when he used to play a year ago, the way he used to play. And if he comes back on the right track, you know, he will be back, you know, and it will be tremendous again. He scored yesterday. I thought he would have scored a second goal, but he was offside. But he's such under pressure. I don't know if I can be able to react the same way than him.
Because he's so young, right?
He's so young, but in the meantime, he seems so mature, so intelligent about his communication, what he wants. He's got big personality and character. Sometimes that can be a problem for other players or for people outside the pitch as well. But the fact is, if you look at his career since he began, you know, at Monaco, now in Paris Saint-Germain, there is just a few things that are not good enough, but the rest is unbelievable, to be honest with you. So I don't know how I would manage if I was his age with such under pressure on my shoulders.
Does it concern you, with the World Cup around the corner and Mbappé being such an important part of the France team, does it concern you with regards to team chemistry and the egos in the dressing room? Because there's a lot of other big personalities there, right? And France have this history of volatility. So how are you feeling in that regard?
Well, all the troubles we had during the last European tournament, on and off the pitch as well. So the reaction was perfect afterwards, because they win the national leagues against Spain. So all the players and the managers, they all know that what happened during the European tournament was not good enough. And but I know that for experience, because this is exactly what happened to us, you know, in 2002. We won the World Cup, then the European tournament, and then we crashed 5 years after that. We didn't go through the group stage, and we were all together, happy to be all together, but on the pitch it was not the same team with the same mentality, with the same anger. And I'm pretty sure that this team and Didier Deschamps knows it. There is a lot of troubles actually on the pitch and off the pitch surrounding some players, and he knows that. But we have so much players, actually potential options, so I'm very confident about it. I know that, as I said before, French mentality is always like this. If we come easily during competition, we know we're in danger. If we come with a lot of pressure and people pointing at you the finger, we have maybe a chance to do something good.
So they need that extra motivation.
We need that, always.
And just going back to '98 again, when you won it, you were playing under Arsene Wenger at the time. And what was he like as a mentor to you, and how important in your develament as a player?
Arsene Wenger. Arsene, it's funny you said that, because yesterday someone talked to me about that, and I told him, listen, in France, even Arsenal, you know, all my former teammates used to call me his son. Every time we are together, because we know each other since a long time, so since Monaco, when I was 17 years old. I'm 52 now, so we keep in touch, not every single week, but every time we speak, it's like we were together yesterday. And he was like a father for me, to be honest with you, because when he came to see me with the Monaco Academy, he was missing so many important players in the first team, and he gave me the chance to play for the first team. And back in the days, I was not really easy to manage. I had so many troubles in my mind, and he helped me a lot. I'm gonna make you confident. One day, after a couple of games I played when I was 17 years old, he was very happy with my performance, but I was not that happy. And I was always not in a bad mood, but very shy. I was not talking to anyone. I remember the day after a big game, I was marking Stefan Pai. He's dead now. Peace. And he was playing for the national team at that moment. And for my second or third game, my responsibility was to mark him, you know. And he didn't do anything during the game, and the following day I received a lot of compliments. I should have been happy, but I was not. I came to the training ground, and he looked at me and he said, "Manu, can I talk to you for a few seconds?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Yes, sir, you had a great game." I said, "Yes." He said, "You're not happy?" I said, "Why should I?" He said, "It's sunny. You had a great game yesterday. You start your professional career, even you're not professional yet. You should be happy. You should be proud of what you've done yesterday." Maybe, but I'm not. He said, "Listen, come with me, I'm going to talk to you." He said, "What are you doing after the trainings? What are you doing after the games?" I said, "I'll go back home." He said, "What for?" "What for? What do you want me to do?" He said, "You're young, you're 17, 18 years old. You need to see friends, girls, or whatever you want. You need to enjoy life. Life is beautiful. Don't stay at home between four walls. You need to discover the world. If you want to know which kind of players you are on the pitch, you need to discover what kind of person you are. And it starts from now." And the smile will come back to in your face. And he was totally right. And he looked at me and he said, "You should go to nightclub, enjoy, dance." I said, "Really?" I look at him, "You're my manager. How can you say that to me?" This is something I never heard before that. So this is the kind of relationship I have with Arsene.
Because normally managers try to maybe stop players from going out, but he recognised the importance of having a social life and
of course
for mental health. Yeah,
he knows that. Just like he was doing the same thing as a manager. Before being interested about the players, he was always focused on the human being. If you want to get the best from a player, you need to be interested about the human being, his environment, his wife, his kids, how he reacts outside the pitch when he leaves the training ground. For me, it's very important.
It's no surprise that everyone who's played under him says the same sort of things, right?
This was like a father for players.
One last thing before we wrap up. Can we get a prediction on the World Cup? Can France go all the way? Can England go all the way? And if not, who may?
England reached the last semi-final in 2018. France won the World Cup. England reached the last final of European tournament. We were out, I think, in
second round.
Second round, yeah. So they have a good chance to do something good. And especially, my only question is, if I'm a player and I'm going to the World Cup right now, This is the first time that happened in football history in the middle of the season. So I have no idea how they're gonna react. I have no idea what's going to happen. But for sure, France and England, like other teams, have a good chance to win it if they do everything properly, you know, all together.
Well, good luck, but not too much luck.
Yeah.
So I hope it's coming home.
It's coming home.
Fingers crossed. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.